Welcome back everyone. In this video I'm going to be talking about both Peter McKinnon bag, the camera pack, as well as the everyday backpack. And the reason for me talking about these two bags is because they're both very different at two different price points as well. And because of this price point, I believe that there is also a reason why some people might want to get a certain bag over the other bag. And depending on how far you've come with your photography journey, it might change on what kind of bag you want and what kind of bag will meet your needs. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. The first thing I would like to talk about is probably the specs of these bags, so probably the size of it. So obviously the Peter McKinnon camera bag is obviously a lot bigger. It's a 35 litre compared to the everyday bag, which is a 25 litre. You can fit a laptop in both bags. However, the bigger backpack, the 35 litre Peter McKinnon camera bag, will fit a 17-inch MacBook, and the everyday bag obviously will only fit a 16-inch laptop, which still isn't too bad. Just something to consider if you are going to bring a laptop around. And of course, the size difference between these bags are huge. There are about a 10 litre difference. The everyday backpack stands at about 19 inch, 12 inches wide, and 8 inches deep. Whereas the Peter McKinnon camera backpack is standing at 22 inches, 13.5 inch wide, and 9 inch deep. And of course, this backpack can also expand up to 42 liters, so you can actually expand the front part of the camera bag to fit more clothing or whatever you want at the front. So this backpack itself is already about 40% bigger than the everyday camera line. With it expanded, it's almost 70% bigger. Now the features that separate these two backpacks are obviously some things like the waist strap, which only the big backpack will have and the small one will not. However, both camera bags will have a sternum strap, and obviously because the bigger backpack is a lot bigger, they will have a lot more pockets and all the little features that the small one will not have. But in saying that, the little backpack still has a lot of features packed into it. Like for example, it has a lot of these little pockets where you can fit all your little things like your memory card, your microphones, battery, and all that little things there. Both backpacks will allow you to store camera tripods. If you're like me and like to have the side access to your camera, then the smaller backpack won't do it for you. However, you can access the camera from the top, which isn't too bad as well. If you like to have lots of handles, then the small backpack only has one handle on the top, whereas Peter McKinnon seems to have handles everywhere on the bigger backpack. The one new feature that a smaller camera bag will have over the bigger backpack is the cube system. So what this actually means is you can actually buy cubes and arrange your camera bag accordingly with these cubes, which I guess is just an easier way for you to organize your backpack if you don't like to use dividers. I mean, this system is kind of cool, but I think at the same time it kind of limits how much you can put in your backpack. And I think this system is only good if you're planning to use your camera bag to be more than just a camera bag, where you're going to be changing it to a camera bag, a luggage, or something else. Because otherwise, if you're just going to be using a camera backpack, then you might just use dividers, because you're not going to be using and moving the cubes around, if that makes sense. Unless you have mini cubes and one cube is for, I guess, your microphones and one cube is for your flash if you're doing any photography, and the microphone cube is only for when you're doing videos, I don't know, or vlogging. I think that's the only time I can think of how you might use the cube system. One thing to note about both backpacks is the bigger backpack does come with dividers, whereas a smaller backpack will not come with dividers or cubes, so you'll have to buy them separately. So if you want a backpack that is all ready to go, get the Peter McKinnon backpack, the big one. If you want something that's a little bit more customizable, maybe the smaller one will help you do that. In terms of material, I'm pretty sure both backpacks are water repellent, and you can also buy raincoats for your bag as well. Also, as I mentioned in my previous videos, the awesome thing about the smaller backpack is that it comes with the ladder system. And this ladder system allows you to adjust the size of your top compartment to either to be 1/3 of the space or 2/3 of the space, which is kind of cool because if you really want to have more camera space at the top, you can just adjust the space, and if you want to have more space at the bottom, you can just adjust it. Or you can just rip out the whole entire system and just use the whole backpack as one whole big compartment and just use it as a normal backpack and not a camera bag. So in terms of price, obviously the bigger backpack is going to cost a lot more than the smaller bag. So the 35 litre Peter McKinnon camera bag is going for about 400 USD. And the smaller everyday backpack is going to go for about 250 USD at recommended retail price when it comes out into stores. But if you really want one and you want one now, you can actually pick one up for about 199 USD from Kickstarter. It's actually not a bad price. But do keep in mind that you might need to spend some money on dividers and a cube and all the other stuff if you're looking for a complete backpack. So the divider will set you back $39, the larger cube will set you back $69, and the smaller camera cube will also cost you $39. So adding everything up, the camera bag will cost you $250 at retail price, and then $39 for dividers. So that's about almost $300, so $290. Otherwise, if you want the big cube, which is going to be $69, that is going to bump up your price to $320. Honestly, at that price, you might as well buy the big ass backpack. But anyways, let's just talk about who is this backpack for and who should be buying each of these backpacks. If you are a professional photographer and videographer and uses DSLRs for all your videos and like to carry all your camera gear in one big backpack, then the big Peter McKinnon backpack will do it for you. Alternatively, if you're also someone that is doing photography and does travel around and wants to have a bag that can carry your clothing and everything, obviously the big one is going to do it for you as well. But if you're someone who does this kind of thing as a hobby or casually, then there isn't really much point of having such a big backpack. For most cases, you'll probably just need a smaller backpack where you can just carry one camera and a few lenses, and as it suggests, it's an everyday backpack, so you don't even need to use this camera bag as a camera bag. You can use it as a normal day bag as well, where you can just carry the laptop. However, that is still very expensive for a bag that is not going to be used as a camera bag, because obviously there are much cheaper bags out there that are not camera bag that will cost less than $100. So for sure, if you're looking for something that you can use pretty much every day, then the smaller backpack is going to do it for you, because you don't need to lug around a massive backpack all the time everywhere you go. So if you are looking for an entry-level backpack that is really good quality, I say go for the smaller one. If you know what you're doing and you really want a big backpack and you've been doing this for a while and you travel a lot, get the bigger backpack and you might just save a little bit of money on just, instead of buying a lot of backpack, this backpack might just do it for you. However, I do need to mention that these backpacks are on the expensive side. If you are looking for something that is a little bit more economical, there are plenty of backpacks out there. Just have a little search for it, and I'm pretty sure you'll find something that will fit your needs and something that you'll love to use for many years to come. So if you have any questions about these backpacks, just leave them down below. I don't think I have anything else that I need to tell you about, because I don't have these backpacks and I don't have anything I can offer you apart from this video. So have an awesome day and see you next time.